thought. But now I care more, and nobody out here's got it figured out. So therefore, I've lost all hope of a happy ending, depending on whether or not it's worth it. So insecure, no one's perfect, we spend it with no shame, we blow that. Like old train, we in here, like old game, we leave it, like old bang. And when I'm long gone, whole crew singing swan song, cause we all just ticking time bombs. Got a Lambo, like LeBron, let my friends go. And leave it in Lorenzo, all the little about kinfolk, at least I think so. Can't tell, cause when the checks clear, they're not here, they don't care. It's kinda sad, but I'm laughing, whatever happens. Assassins are stabbed in the back of my cabin, Labrador yapping, I'm glad that it happened. I mean it, between us, I think there's something special. And if I lose my mental, just hold my hand even if you don't understand.
No matter what you say or what you do, I would always rather be with you. Fuck these other niggas, I'll be right by my side. Like 2005, hold up, 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 you hear about it? No matter what you say or what you do, I would rather never be with you. Fuck these other niggas, I'll be right by your side. So 2005, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
Yeah. Let's go, people. Come on. Bam. We back. This is the first time using the Rodecaster. It feels like this year. Goddamn.
This one?
Yep, it's that one. We are back. Parker Smith, 78. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? We're coming in great. We're streaming in Grizzy. Get my levels right. Hey, Amelia. Oh. Hey. We got it hooked up to the podcaster. Full moon in Aries. Let's go. Let's get a. Are y'all hearing my bounce? Are y'all hearing my? One more time. They pretty cute, aren't they? Aww. Yezerski. Y'all didn't know we was coming with this energy today, but it's Eclipse season, and I made it worth the wait. Y'all was like, course, where's these other downloads? So all these other folks, they posting about the downloads and stuff. Yeah, posting about downloads. How you gonna post about the download before you get it? That's spirit for you. They gonna tell you like, hey, you tripping. Cause they gonna switch it up on you last second. Tell me about it. If anyone knows, it's gonna be the kid. So we jamming, we getting the folks up in here, we getting the party started, right? So thank y'all for tuning in. It's gonna be a phenomenal show. I'm talking about phenomenal show for you today, because we're going to be talking about this eclipse and what does it mean with the whole, just everything in the air. Everyone's feeling so much. A lot of people have been like, oh, I've been so tired, I'm this and this, and trust me, I know, I have not been moving. It took a lot for me to show up. As you see, I said 9 o'clock. I'm a little hour late, allegedly, but a wizard shows up right on time, and we all know this, right? We all know Wizard Gang in the building. So shouts out to everybody supporting the vibes. And why don't you guys let me know some of your questions? What have you guys been feeling lately as we get started on this beautiful live show on this beautiful Tuesday? We will have an amazing event tonight. Really excited about that. Because ain't nothing new now. I hope y'all hearing this music. I hope y'all jamming with the kid, because this is something special. It's something special right here. It's something special right here. We just so lit. We just so lit. Hey, the Voodoo Priestman in the building. Tired and lazy AF. Just a creator. Gotta come see the FreeWATER family. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. I'm sending invites to people who are already in here. Goddamn. Been hitting the edibles and just chilling. We gotta find our last edible. Speaking of hitting something, ain't nothing new now. Here's the thing about this. Niggas is thinking they can stop the FreeWATER family. They thinking they can slow us down. They thinking we gonna stop spreading love at 639. But guess what? We keep vibing. So a big thing as we just get started, right, is the change of consciousness is, let me make sure I have this right. Let me make sure I have this right for y'all. But are y'all jamming with me? Are y'all hearing this music too? Are y'all jamming with the kid? Cause I'm jamming. If you ain't jamming right now on this Insta, you can hear us live on the YouTube. A show. Now, ain't nothing new now. Loving the mustache too. Thank you much. Dad Stash Gang, big dad energy now. It's in the spirit. Heard your lyrics, I feel your spirit. Alright, there we go. Use social. There we go. So use social is going to be very important. Of animal species, especially in insects, showing an advanced level of social organization in which a single female or caste produces the offspring and the non-reproductive individuals cooperate in caring for the young. I'm gonna let y'all know there's a lot of fuckboys in the air. Whoa, and it's been fucking up consciousness. So, the reason why we bring up ants and bees and things of this nature is because we're starting to come to unity consciousness. It's your boy Ted, right? We're coming more towards unity consciousness, so we're getting more connected than other people, and we're learning our role. And a lot of us, moving forward, you talk to a lot of people, they're not even really interested in reproducing, right? Or, here's the thing, the new concept, right? How many people are interested in having sex, right? And you see hands go up and all that stuff. How many people are actually interested in having a child? Maybe a couple hands go down. This is where the real kicker is. How many people are interested in delivering a child? Right? Whoa, Quartz, whoa, you talking real spicy today. Yes, I am, because consciousness is changing. Thanks. Bree got it. And Bree's gonna get a Lego. right? So things are changing because of Sweet Baby Rose, right? So shouts out to Baby Rose. We're gonna give a aww, right, for Rose. We're gonna press the pink button for her, right? Because we're changing consciousness, and the fact that we're even opening up these portals. Now that these portals are opening up, it's creating a higher standard for consciousness. The lower standard, which we have been used to, is no longer serving us anymore. And a lot of people are just waking up, right? And just going like, you know what? This isn't the move. Now, a lot of people, right? So it's going to be a big thing on moving forward, reproduction, and having the creating that 5D baby. Let's give a bam for Ayana the model. Thank you guys for joining that. It's Eclipse season. We're jamming out and we're giving that spirit advice, reading. Also, if you guys are interested in a reading, you already know what to do. Hit that emoji, right? And we like to give readings for those who showing love for myself. So I'm gonna show some love to you. And if anybody asks, it's $1,000 value. That's why you gotta tune into the live show. Niggas be talking to me all spicy in my DMs like, yo, you got $1,000 readings? Yes, I do. Y'all don't know what I've been through, player. This is my shaman shirt. Don't I look cute in it? Hair flip. Let's go. So, so the whole thing that we're talking about reproducing and all that stuff, because a lot of us are used to living in anxiety, and sex is a way to stop our anxiety, right? A lot of us don't look at, sex as like, oh snaps, this is my opportunity to join forces with another energetic being, to then even create a third being, four being, however many beings, right, that might come out, right? So with that being said, when we're used to that old paradigm, how many of us know how to sell sex, right? That's a big thing. Let's talk about OnlyFans, even IG, you got your models, whatever. Now, how many people know how to change consciousness and raise the next generation to be the best generation, right? And it's going to keep going in that cycle for about 2,000 years, at least. So, Age of Aquarius, shouts out to anybody who knows what I'm talking about. Hey. So, while I'm saying that, is the top beings, right? And you'll see this even with like, vaccines and things like that. I'm not even saying is this necessarily COVID thing, but just like with a new movie, new video games, even myself, when I try something new, you're trying things out and seeing how the public reacts to it. So the public is now, pro-vaccines. Not saying that you are, not saying that you aren't, and not here to argue about the validity of this. The point of what we're talking about is the ability to enforce the public to compromise on their rights without fully thinking about it. Courts, I'm pro-science. That's great. Courts is also pro-science. And science will tell you that if you fast, right, that you will be able to reproduce yourselves and rid yourself of whatever it is that's inside you. That's why Dr. Sebi is no longer here with us, and they took out Nipsey Hussle too. Hey, stay connected in these motherfucking streets. Right? So why would they do that? Because that would really mess up their agenda and all the money that they're making on privatizing air. They've already privatized water, which is where FreeWATER comes from. When I found out that they're putting military bases next to the clean water, and clean places of water like Michigan and all that stuff is being bought by Nestle, then at that point we're like, oh snaps, man, like we need to do something. We need to counteract this, right? So many moons ago, before my hair got long like it did, it was like, all right, if they're privatizing water, they've already privatized land, they privatized water. The next thing to do is to privatize air. And I said, how would they do that? Now, you get the mask for about like, what, 3 for 10 or something like that. I don't know, I don't buy masks. But again, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not here to argue with you. It's your free will to do whatever it is you want. It's my free will to be a free being and say that, hey, even a vaccine or shot is giving you the whatever it is so your immune system can fight it. So if it's primarily about your immune system, then wouldn't it be about building your immune system? And if you build your immune system, wouldn't you be able to defend yourself from not only this attack, but any other attack from any other viruses or whatever it's got going on? So these are, again, science. This is science. You can look it up. I'm not here just making things up. I'm not even debunking like, oh my God, the vaccine's going to give you a monkey tail. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you don't need to get 8 things to protect yourself from anything, really. You got to build up your immune system. Go outside. Be healthy. How many times have we seen a commercial that said, yo, actually just go for a jog, go for a walk in the sun, move your body, do a couple push-ups, do some squats, do whatever you need to? No, I haven't seen a commercial for that. I've seen commercials where it says count your hugs that you don't give your friends because you would be a murderer if you touch someone else within 6 feet. You go like, damn, that commercial escalated quickly as a bitch on YouTube. I need to get rid of these goddamn ads. What's going on, CC? Yo, how was Tampa? I didn't see the fire rail. I did not see that. I didn't see the rail on fire. And then maybe because Brian hurt himself. But we was looking for that. So either way, that's just my whole thing. And that's where FreeWATER comes in, of people having the freedom to do whatever. Now, moving forward, right, if anyone's seen the show Handmaid's Tale, X, Y, and Z, you see that reproducing is going to be for very limited people. Moving forward with this, as as it goes up, it's going to be on the other side and the opposite. So let's see, like The Purge, I've even shared something where they were talking about how homeless people are being hunted by the rich. And I've been saying that for many a moon now, because I have this story that this woman came up. I'm not sure if I shared it in a live story or show before, but we have a new audience, so here we are again. So this woman, when I was up in New York skating in Brooklyn, shouts out to LES Skate Park, real stories. This woman comes up and she's like, Quartz. Well, she didn't know my name. She just knew I was pretty as a bitch. Air flip. But whatever, right? She comes up to me and she's like, hey, can you be my pimp? And I'm like, why would you ask me this? You know, like, what position are you in life that come up to a stranger and ask them to be your pimp, right? We need to talk about this. And she said, yo, the police are kidnapping people and putting them in FEMA camps, right? And the other ones in the street, you can get beat up, killed, raped, all that shit if you don't have protection, right? So for us staying at home, right, you're not seeing what's happening in the actual streets. Like, no one's really sat and thought about, like, oh, snaps, if this disease is so real and there's people. What's going on, Kiyomi, right? And thank you again so much. I'm about to post some things today because we looked amazing. Evil Tan Nugga, right? Kiyomi hooked us up with the behind the scenes and damn near the front scenes, because them pictures was, we need to give a... I'm hoping y'all hear these bums. Right? Either way, right? The homeless people, you know, or houseless or anything of that nature, you would see the numbers kind of dwindle, right? In certain communities, right? Well, because they're scooping them up, the FEMA camps, enforced by the military for COVID, right? And what people don't know about these new bills being passed, that if you are deemed a health risk, and you know how the government does it, very loose, health risk, they can indefinitely detain you in a government-approved facility. So not saying that, hey, bro, we're sending you to jail and this, that, and the other. Because jail, shit, you go to jail, you pay your bond, get the fuck up out of here, right? But not if you're deemed a health risk, right? So as we move forward, we kind of what happens is, remember when, you know, clubs and restaurants used to close at like damn near 2, 4 o'clock and shit like that? Now everything's closing at 12, 10 o'clock, whatever. We've slowly are being enforced a curfew that we forget, you know? Like, if someone took something away from you, let's say you had a video game, a favorite movie, whatever it is, right? And you had this movie collection, and over the course of time, people just, or a book, right? People just start taking books or movies from you. Slowly though, not a bunch at once because you notice, but over the course of time, a year, 2 years, 3 years, right? Shouts out to Kombucha, right? They grab a book, like maybe once a month or something like that. To where slowly you're just like, oh, okay, like, you know, I thought I had more books. You would say that. You'd be like, I thought I had more books, but I don't even know which books are missing, or, you know, whatever it is. And then slowly you then go from like 100 books to like 50 books. And you're like, I'm pretty sure I had 100 books at a certain time, but I guess that's life. And for our humans, we're very good at adapting. That's one of our best traits and then one of our worst traits, because as we are prone to more, punishment, or let's say just not good things, right? So what's happening, right? So like, let's say if, you know, we're used to a situation that we're not comfortable in, we get adapted to being uncomfortable. That's a very human thing. We don't like our job, you get used to not liking your job, right? So it's time for us to change that, and in order to change that, we have to become connected as one. Now, as we become connected as one, there's going to be other beings that are coming connected. Now, there's a whole new grid forming, right? The 3D grid and the 5D grid. So there's going to be 2 different types of humans here. Just like there's so many different types of insects, there's going to be different types of humans, right? How exciting. Now you have your 5D humans and you have your 3D humans. Your 3D humans are totally manifesting all this. These are the ones where, you know, you'll talk to them and be like, hey bro, they're going to put you in a internment camp. And they'll be like, hey, as long as I got weed, I'll be chilling. And guess what? They got weed in prison. They got iPads in prison. So if that's all you're looking for, you get fucking a couple meals a day and some weed, like go outside for 30 minutes or some shit every once in a while, you're chilling, right? For a lot of other people, that's not what they want. They want to be free. They want to be naked in the woods and fucking growing their own crops and, you know, living through love. A lot of people don't want to do that. They don't want to live through love. They live in so much anxiety and fear that they only want to be around others who are anxiety and fear. And that is okay. Let's say that's okay one time. Whoa, why is it okay? Because of free will. We can't control people like that, player. Right? Everyone has their right. What's the document that says citizens pass by the house with maintained by government? Alright, I will send that your way. That's one of my favorite things. I used to share that thing. I think I have a post. But that was like last year when I posted that. But I'll definitely find that bill for you, because it's very important to see the things that are going on behind the scenes while Will Smith is smacking Chris Rock. It's a lot of stuff. It's like chess, and that's the thing that I guess people aren't realizing, is that we live in so much anxiety that we're like, oh my god, like martial law is going to happen any given second. So then we're expecting martial law to look like this, when in reality it looks like this, right? It looks like close at 10 o'clock, close at 12 o'clock, you know, like wrap it up, you know, service industry taking a hit, all our favorite restaurants going down, right? And you're like, yo, all these restaurants going down, now there's hella chains popping up. We got an In-N-Out coming in Atlanta, like what the fuck? definitely in game as in Thanos, right? They know how easy it is to hurt us now, exactly. So, again, this becomes a thing of freedom of choice, right? Whereas that's so you know exactly what I'm talking about too. That's crazy. Zestos on Moreland is now in and out. The Zestos on Moreland. How iconic is that Zestos? And they're making it an in and out. That's crazy. I told you in the live show until Neptune pop up. What's going on, sweetheart? Aww. So, as these chains pop up, right? It's this whole island treasures. What's going on? So we have this big change in consciousness, right? People are manifesting it. Why are they manifesting it, right? Because they're scared, right? Here's the thing about fear, right? They create the fear and then they sell you the solution, right? Water privatization. They come in, they buy your water, right? They poison the water, and then they offer you the solution to buy clean water. But we shouldn't have clean water in the first place. The earth is 70% water. What the fuck are you talking about? I mean, a lot of it's salt water that we can't drink. But, you know, let's look up how much is fresh water, right? Well, that's why we have this beautiful computer right here to give us how much of the earth is fresh water. Fresh water. How much of the earth is free water? Ooh, we got 3% of the earth being fresh water. So that number is dwindling by the day. I talked to somebody who does water stuff, and you know, we be connected with, like, again, for me personally, everyone's like, of course, you don't be in the club and da 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 da. Bro, I be talking to niggas who be in courtrooms dealing about fresh water. So that's, you know, da 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 da. Right. So they said by they said definitely by 2030, your water from your faucet is going to be undrinkable. For us woke folks, we be like, ha, it already is. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. There we go. Oh, wrong one. Laughter. Ha 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 ha. There we go. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Laughter. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, it already is. It's got fluoride in it, right? But they're talking about past that. Not funny anymore. Switch it up. You're saying literally undrinkable. Like, you'll need to have a filter for your water. Because the water that we're drinking is already not good. So then it goes through the city's filtration systems, which they aren't really changing. And what they're doing is they're not really filtering anything out. What they do is they change the pH level. And this is coming straight from the water people, right? To bring the pH level up, they're just adding more, you know, chemicals to it. So it's like, for instance, if you were drinking lemonade, right, or if you're drinking water and someone put lemonade in it and it got really acidic. So what you did was maybe put in something balancing that would kind of balance out the acidity of lemons, right? Sugar or something like that. Whatever it is, right? But you didn't put in fresh water. So as we drink through this cycle, we're not getting anywhere closer to the water that we started with. We're just getting more chemically treated water that have a pH level that isn't as acidic, right? But that doesn't help us in the long term, now does it? It doesn't take the fluoride out of the water. So either way, we've been talking about building our own wells and, you know, things like that. They gave us a price quote about $3,000, which ain't shit really for fresh water for the rest of your life. That's an investment. So yeah, we just gotta be aware of what's actually going on. And that's what I say. Know your truth, handle it truthfully. What's going on, Chandler? Right? If we know our truth and we handle it truthfully, then we can't get caught up in these schemes. Right? The reason everyone else is getting caught up is because they actually... Here's my thing. Right? Before crazy COVID and all that stuff, right? We was literally saying fuck the government, all cops are bad, this and this, they're killing us, you know, it's systematic oppression, and then COVID happens, and then we're like, hey bro, them niggas gave me $600 a month. Some people making $600 a week off unemployment, COVID, right? Keep on keeping on, homie, appreciate that, right? So we actually sold out our freedom because instead of us like rioting and all that stuff, I remember seeing the memes when COVID first came out, and it was like, hey bro, if we still on lockdown by Halloween, I'm rioting, we out in the streets, we doing this, we doing that. I remember when niggas was fighting over toilet paper. Someone got stabbed over some toilet paper, my G. That's crazy. That's super crazy. You wanna know that? I say super crazy, right? So, where's all this aggression going? It's not going towards our government, it's going towards us. We attack each other, right? And not understanding there's a system to make us do that, make us go crazy. And then, they pump us up full of fear, and then they go, we're here to help, but y'all created the fear, right? It's a system. It's a system. And again, the reason why a lot of people are scared to like look over their back and be like, oh my God, like the government doesn't want me to say this. The government don't give a fuck, right? You wanna know why they don't give a fuck? It's because they got the rap game sewed up, as Mike Jones would say, right? I got the rap game sewed up, hold up. They got the trap game sold out, for sure. So, Porcito, I operate through galactic law, galactic, universal law, right? Of freedom of choice. It is bigger than your Bible. It is galactic law that all beings have the freedom to choose whatever it is. Now, if people are choosing pain and misery and all that, that's on them. But Porcito and FreeWATER exist so people have the option to choose FreeWATER. Now, a lot of people, they may not choose FreeWATER. That's fine. I don't give a shit. Our goal is, one person, motherfucking really believe it. One person who can enter the pyramids, right? But that's highly classified information at this point, right? Either way, right? Our big thing is that we have to understand that this is a big separation in this eclipse season, and the eclipse is asking you to pick a side. A lot of people are being torn right now. You're like, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go, right? But it's just kind of like the Holocaust. This is literally all that. Amor, what's going on? Taurus season, happy birthday. Can I get a beam? That part, right? Hey. So, pick a side. And here, we're saying it's like, bro, no matter what you pick, here's the thing. A lot of people are getting down, they're getting depressed and all that stuff. That's going to go away, right? People are going to be like, they're just going to forget. People forget a year ago. People forget a month ago. People aren't present enough to even understand what the hell is going on. That's why people have holidays at work. So they'll be like, oh, yeah, I remember last Halloween. But you don't remember any of the days between then. It's the same shit, bro. Slave mentality. And it's okay. Again, it's okay for those who choose that. Our goal is not to stop anyone from choosing the Matrix, and that's why we exist. My goal is not to stop the Matrix. A lot of people, they get the shit fucked up. They go, yo, we're about to go to the government buildings, we're gonna take over, we're gonna shut the Matrix down, I'm gonna wake all these people up, da 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 da. But guess what? What will you do after? Okay, you shut the government down. Government shut down. Boom. World Bank shut down. Boom. Now what? Niggas didn't really think about the now what though. Right? They didn't think about that. So you know what happens when it's literally one of the 48 laws of power. If you were to take over a system from the people so quickly, right, they would just create the same system, i.e. black power. Right? What's going on, Kaya? What's happening? Being a ray of sunshine up in here, let's do it. Right? So here's the thing. Because of course, I get this all the time. I be like, yo, it's not my fault that they took all lives matter and they put some negative connotation on it, because all lives do matter. I'm not going to say black lives matter. I'm not going to say white lives matter. I'm not going to say Korean lives matter. I'm not going to say any of that shit. I'm going to say all beings matter. Period. Right? But you're saying that our struggle isn't real. That's not what I'm saying to you. You're going to come up and tell me that black people are the most oppressed people in the country when you look at the native, it's called Native Americans. Literally called Native Americans. What's going on, Cosmic? Literally called Native Americans. Look it up right now. They have either 1% or under 1% of the population in every single state. And you're going to tell me that whatever else people have gone through is worse than that. And that's what I'm trying to say. Hey, we need to stop trying to trauma compare. Like, oh, we did this and this. Da, 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 da. Asian people were in internment camps not too long ago. About less than 100 years, actually. Right? They were literally rounding up Asian folks. Hey, you in this camp now. Right? Yo, go to prison right now. Go to a jail cell right now and see how many people are actually in that bitch because of ICE, getting deported and all that shit. Land of the free. So I'm not here to argue with that and be like, yo, you guys are this. Because that's why it's very important for FreeWATER to be on this stance and say, hey, we're all in this together. It's all beings matter. Because if we're going around like, yo, black excellence, black is the dominant race, and black this and black that, how does it make my other beings feel? And the fact that we're even looking at each other as skin tone is ridiculous, right? Literally, it's latitude, longitude. Latitude, longitude. Yo, if you was born at this latitude, longitude, you're going to be a little bit darker, right? If you was born at this latitude, longitude, you're going to be a little lighter. Hey, if you were born at this longitude, you are going to eat these foods. If you were born here, you're going to eat that. Why are we killing each other because of where we were born on the planet? I can't eat the same crops as you, motherfucker. They don't grow here. Right? So barbaric, right? Shouts out to Zoe Spain. It's Taurus season. Right? We got Tauruses in the building. Let me get up here. So once we understand that, right, and we really stop even going like, you know what, I was actually doing this whole Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, Asian, da-da-da-da, because I wanted community, right? I wanted a sense of purpose. I'd be going to the protests, not even really because I believe anything's going to change, because I like hanging out with friends. And I like having purpose. Can't nobody tell me nothing, because I've been to these protests. And niggas is not like, yo, we hold in space until something changes, right? We're going to do X, Y, and Z until something changes. They go, hey, bro, from 3 to motherfucking 6, 7 p.m., we going to go from here to here. Bring your flyers, bring your banners. We're going to say some cool chants. Get your Instagram outfits ready. All that shit. Am I lying? Or... I'm not lying. I'm telling lies. Of course, people don't do that. We're going to do it far tomorrow.
Just counting.
Just like counting down. Kiyomi's in here. We got Neptune, Zoe. We got Taurus gang in here. We got Island Treasures in here.
Island Treasures?
Yeah. We having a good time this last show. Thank you guys for joining in. and understand the change of consciousness, right? Because we're going back to the ants thing. We've been on the negative part, right? So a lot of people, they're going to just manifest all that, right? And they're just going to keep doing that and be scared, and they're going to flock to the cities. More people are going to flock to the cities, right? And they're going to be living on top of each other, right? And they're going to be like, hey, bro, you can't afford rent. You can stay in this FEMA camp. And everyone's like, oh my God, I would love to stay in the FEMA camp instead of being out in the streets and da 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 da. And the other niggas who be out in the streets like, hey, bro, we motherfucking hacked into the power. We hacked to the street light. I got a motherfucking TV in my tent. Say I'm lying. Pull up to Echo Park right now. Echo Park, Los Angeles, California. Pull up to California. Pull up to the West Coast and see how these niggas is really living. Go into one of the tents. They got food, they got clothes, they got TVs, they got games, weed. You be like, God damn. I'm paying $5,000 a month. I can barely afford a blunt, and y'all niggas smoking out the zip. Hey, it's all about perception, right? So the thing about it, here's another thing that will really help everybody. The fear of, let's say, rock bottom, the fear of failure. Everyone with money is so afraid to lose their money, right? And that's what celebrities always talk. It's like, oh, I gotta keep going, I gotta keep going, I gotta keep going, because I was broke one time, and I never ever want to be broke again, because it really hurt my feelings, right? But what if broke didn't really hurt your feelings, right? What if you were just like, you know what, I got everything I need when I need it, right? Then can they force you to take a job that you don't want to do? No. You can't force me to do a goddamn thing, right? Why? Because you can't. I watch these movies, right? It's really funny. I was watching this movie, Molly's Game, on Netflix, and she's like getting degraded and all that stuff, and she's like, well, I make $450 a night, or it could even be a couple $1,000s a night, but these men are just being really shitty to her. And it's really interesting because in the FreeWATER world, most, like, we wouldn't have like a plot for the movie because we aren't energetically like desperate enough to move off of those situations. Like if someone's like, you're in debt for this many $1,000 and blah 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 blah, you need to do this and this, I'd be like, I was just living in a tent, I'm chilling, bro. Rich dude, blah 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 blah. We live in our van, bro. We fucking, yeah, we're in Airbnbs and we be living good and, you know, streaming and, you know, producing content and stuff like that. But we own these vans. We own 3 vans, right? Free Chief, right? We own 3 vans. Not renting, not paying off. No repo man can be like, hey, bro, ting 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 ting, where that at? No, we got it. Right? With beds in it and all that shit. So you can't, I can't fuck someone else over for money. You feel me? I'm not motivated to. Hey, bro, why don't you backstab your friend for $1 million? I can't. I'm not motivated enough, bro. You can motivate me through love, though, right? Free Chief, beer. But we gotta change this whole system because they got my mans. Hands down right now. Shit, I just got out. But they really putting the pressure on her over like some weed, you know, what, a fucking mushroom or some shit, like. And this is what's happening, you know, all this dumb stuff to be able to incarcerate somebody while the people who are poisoning our water, taking our homes, you know, creating the economic climate that we're in, they don't see nothing, right? There's people who get out for murder and all that shit, right? But we gonna lock my mans up over some weed. right? Starlita Sway. Ooh, let's get some sway up in here. Let's get some sway up in here. Let's go. So, wrapping it up, bringing it back. As we get to unity consciousness, which is unity consciousness, we're going to get stronger. Not because the thing in humans, you have to be a well-rounded human to kind of survive. You have to go to work. You have to do this. You have to do this. You have to do this and do this. And you're all in it for yourself. It's a very individual mentality. Even for like a family or whatever it is. It's like, it's me. I don't even look at anyone else. I can't even make eye contact because it's weird to me. I'm just so focused on money, and everyone says the same thing. You be like, yo, you're hurting other people with this. Well, I gotta eat. I gotta feed my family type shit. So that's changing to the good of the colony. Before we move as 5D consciousness, we're gonna be like, yo, is this good for the collective? To the point where, yo, if I have to defend the collective, right, and risk my life, then it's for the collective. And here's the thing about it. Once we get on that and realize that this physical form really is nothing but a reflection of our inner light, and that we can reincarnate, right, and hold our same memories with the Akashic record, you just have to be on frequency too. These 3D beings, you can't hold your memories from the past. Why? Because you would know you were oppressed. But we're incarnating, choosing the same cycles because you gotta choose it. You gotta break it this lifetime. It's really not that hard, people. It's really not that hard. Spirit makes it really easy for us. We make it so difficult. Why? I don't know. Right? Yeah, ask other folks that. But we have to realize that moving forward, you can't hide anymore. There's no hiding emotions. You can't lie to anybody. We're all on the same frequency. You have a thought, I'm gonna feel that bitch, right? You have an emotion, I'm gonna feel it, right? And instead of what happens is we feel people's anxiety, right? We feel people's anxiety and we ignore it. We ignore. What's going on, Manny? Manny came in right in time for the dab. Smoke one. How you doing? I saw you got into a little crash or tens. I hope you're doing well. Shouts out. Send some love to Manny. Right. So what happens is we feel someone stressed out, right? Or let's say like the homeless people or something like that, right? You go, oh my gosh, I can't even think about. Oh my gosh, did I lock it? Okay. Did I? You're doing great. Glad to hear it. So we go. Let's say a starving kid in Africa, right? We're like, oh, there's this. I'm not saying there's a starving kid in America. I'm not gonna do Africa like that because I'm tired of doing that. Yeah, pull up. I'm in the A. I'm doing a little party tonight. I'll send the Addy. Well, you already know it's the move. It's the move, right? So there's a starving kid in America. We tap into their consciousness. You see them on the side of the road or some shit like that, and you feel their energy. It makes you feel sad. It makes you feel down. It makes you feel this and the other. So instead of understanding why you feel down, why this person is in this situation, what we do is write it off and go, oh, this person's a bad person. They deserve this, right? Not knowing that this person could have been raped, right? This person could have been raped, and that could have really fucked them up, right? They could have been raped by like a gang of folks, really just fucked them up mentally. They could have been screwed over by a business partner, just really fucked over mentally, right? BRB from the mic. Let me point the mic this way. good. Thank y'all for tuning in. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That boy on air game mode. It's funny because I be rolling these big ass joints. Camping trip, I rolled one about the size of my arm. I rolled one the size of my arm. And people be like, of course you be high off those? And I'd be like, bro, I barely get touched. Cause this shit right here, unless I'm putting wax or like mapacho even to like connect with spirits, some moon rock, it's just like smoking mid. It's crazy. It's crazy what the dabs will do to you. Oh wow. Cave your chest in on them. Ooh. Alright, we back though. So like I was saying, tapping into someone's consciousness, you block it out, and we get really good at blocking out. We even get good at blocking out our own emotions. Here's the thing. I've been sitting and I've been meditating a lot. If people don't know, I had a daughter delivered. She never took a breath, right? That weighs on me. I would be lying if I said it didn't, right? Current situations I'm in can trigger some emotions, right, within me. But here's what people tend to do, right? What people tend to do is ignore the fact that they're even feeling anything, right? And what happens is that energy's still there and it comes out in other ways, i.e. projections, how you treat others, whatever, right? Even in your own actions. Let's say we see back to the, homeless person, right? Houseless person, right? And you see them, what's going on, Amy, right? You see this person, right? And you go, hey, instead of feeling bad for that person and trying to understand the system that would create such an environment, what we do is get scared, we get frustrated, this, that, and the other, and we go, I'm going to work. I'm not sure if, I think my dad did this, like would take me down where the homeless people are and goes, if you don't work hard in school, if you don't, get a job, this is where you're going to be. So, you're like, right? So, that dab, man, we still here. So, when we look at other beings like that, right? Instead of understanding, this is where the crown chakra comes in. Everyone talks third eye. Here's the thing. Everyone talks third eye. That's awesome, that's great. But it's really the crown. And the crown is more than just our hair. It's understanding, right? We feel energy, but do we understand it, right? That's where FreeWATER comes in, right? And use sociology and all that stuff, right? The ants and what we're talking about is when we feel people's energy, we feel others, beings and all that stuff, feel the energy of the earth.